part 4 of my conversation with Lisa Bloom. We take a deep look into the gun laws and see how we can reduce gun violence here in the United States. Take a listen.
Now and as you say that, I want to ask you this question, because we know in America, there's certain cities it's totally illegal to even have a handgun without a license. But we know that the criminal will find a way to get their hands on a weapon. So you have, even though there are strict gun laws in certain cities in the United States, but there's still more guns on the street. So is it that we need to have background checks, or do we just need to stop? We need to find a way to stop the guns from getting into the wrong hands on the underground level, because the criminals are still finding a way to get. I bet you the Crips and Bloods, none of them have a gun license, but they have an AK in their hand, or an AR-15 or a 12 gauge. So somehow they're still getting their hands on weapons that are totally illegal. So how do we stop that?
So we have to not let the perfect be the enemy of the good. And by which I mean, we're not going to reduce gun violence to zero, but we can reduce it significantly. And we know that countries like England or Japan or Australia that have far fewer guns have far less gun violence. Is it reduced to zero? No. Are the Crips and the Bloods probably going to keep killing each other, and we need to have other strategies in place? And by the way, we actually have made significant inroads against the Crips and the Bloods here in LA. So there's other things we can do as well. But, I reiterate, having somebody like Michael Dunn drive around with a loaded gun in his glove compartment of his car is a very dangerous thing. He gets in an argument with these kids over loud music. He pulls out his gun, kills one of them. He could have killed all of them. He shot 10 times into that car. The other 3 just got lucky that they didn't get shot. Bullets were whizzing by their heads. When George Zimmerman is walking around with a loaded gun and he decides incorrectly that Trayvon Martin is a criminal, he pulls out a gun and kills him. I mean, this should not be acceptable to any of us in a civilized society.